Hi and welcome. We're the team at Vendor Society and we're sharing bite-sized vendor tips and ideas in our interview series. I'm Dani Thompson, the marketing manager for eCommerce Nurse and Vendor Society, and I'm here with Katy Luxem, our esteemed content manager. Today we're going back to basics to discuss listing optimization. What does this mean for vendors? How often should it be updated? And more. Katy has worked with thousands of Amazon listings, so I'm asking her 5 quick questions to help you learn more about how to succeed as a vendor on Amazon. Hi, Katy. How are you doing?
Hi, Dani. I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I thought we'd start off with, can you explain what is meant by the term listing optimization and how can vendors get it done?
Yeah. So listing optimization is the process of creating or updating your titles, feature bullet points, product descriptions, and the hidden keywords for items in your catalog. So this can mean also going a little bit deeper and ensuring your catalog is set up correctly. For example, putting items correctly into variations, placing things correctly in the browse tree, and maybe looking at standardizing images for the best possible customer experience. And vendors should do this to essentially take control of their detail page and ensure it will appear in search and browse. And it's an important step you don't want to skip, as no one is going to do it for you.
Awesome. So what goes into listing optimizations for clients when you do it at eCommerce Nurse, Katy? Can you kind of give us a few insights?
Yeah, so we use a similar approach for both vendors and sellers, and that is going to be starting with keyword research and then optimizing your products in a way that will make them successful, specifically in the Amazon algorithm. So because we're a boutique agency, we can really take a bespoke approach to our strategy. We like to make sure your items are in great shape in terms of the category that they sit in, your overall catalog, and just making sure that everything is really on brand and well presented. And this is all part of retail readiness and ensuring you get the best return on your investment, especially when it comes to Amazon ads.
So I've optimized my page, I've loaded it onto site, I've gone through all the Pay with Seller Central help desk or vendor help desk. How long can I sit back and relax for, or how long should I leave that page alone for if I'm a vendor?
So unfortunately, this one's going to be dependent on your category and your specific products. So it's going to depend on things like, are you launching new products and adding variations frequently? Are your items seasonal? Do they require updates in time for big events like Prime Day? So it all really depends. On a basic level, I'd say it's good to look at your listing optimizations and refresh keywords at least once or twice a year, but this can really vary depending on circumstances. So at eCommerce Nurse and Vendor Society, we love taking clients on retainer packages because it allows us to look at their whole business holistically and make updates kind of as needed or when, Amazon guidelines change, which they frequently do.
So on that, what are the most crucial areas of your detail page to be keeping an eye on, and what areas to definitely keep up to date?
I'd say the hidden keywords. These aren't customer facing, and they're a great way to ensure you're climbing in the rankings. Refreshing these even quarterly, just so you're in line with any competitors or any category-wide changes, is a great idea. And I think a lot of vendors and sellers tend to not look at these as closely as they should.
Lastly, before we wrap up, do you have any more top tips or tools for the vendors that are listening, what they can look at to keep their listings fresh? And most importantly, how can they make sure they beat the competition to stay on those top search spots?
Yeah, so I think remember that SEO-based listing optimizations are essentially going to be free organic advertising for you. So you might have to invest in creating them, but they kind of raise your whole listing and your whole brand to another level. So improving them and keeping them fresh is invaluable. No matter what you're selling, it can really make or break you on Amazon. So I'd say time listing ops to be ready before you launch, and just pay special attention to Amazon guidelines so you don't get, suspended or have any issues with that. And if you have any questions, always turn to the experts like my marketing team at eCommerce Nurse.
Great. Thanks, Katy.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Vendor Society interview series by eCommerce Nurse. We're a boutique agency specializing in account management, marketing and consulting for both vendors and sellers on Amazon. For more interviews, roundtables, blogs and information about all of our services, visit vendorsociety.com or ecommercenurse.com.